of a disturbing late-night brawl involving teenagers in a Simi Valley sparks a police investigation. And tonight, officers say that 4 teens are in custody, one of whom is related to a member of the Simi Valley Police Department.
Yeah, the videos show a group of juveniles punching and kicking at least one victim and using racial slurs. Rachel Menitoff is live in Simi Valley tonight with more on that. Rachel?
Rick, Karine, good evening. What led to this brawl, but police say there was at least one earlier confrontation between 2 groups of teenagers. Several people took out their phones and started filming. We are blurring everyone's face because most are teenagers. 4 teenagers arrested Sunday night for their part in a brutal brawl outside of a Simi Valley movie theater. A group of agitators seen punching and kicking a young man and are heard hurling racial slurs. According to Simi Valley PD, another person was also caught up in the chaos and injured. Both victims are said to be 18, and between the 2 of them sustained a possible concussion, chipped teeth, and minor abrasions.
It felt more violent than I think that you normally see kids age.
What motivated the violence? No one's.
Other than they might be related to a police officer, which is maybe why they're not saying too much right now.
The department confirms that one of the juveniles arrested is related to a member of the Simi Valley Police Department. It's not saying the exact nature of the relationship. The employee in question, though, will not be involved in the ongoing investigation. For many Simi Valley parents like Heather Montalongo, the idea of a violent outbreak at a family-friendly complex is disturbing.
They were having like a band here, and to know that there's family and kids and children and that kind of stuff is happening is kind of shocking. You don't want to hear about that happening in front of families and children.
And the 4 teens were identified based on witness statements and also the video that we showed you and have since been charged with battery. Authorities say they are not ruling out the possibility that this was a hate crime. That's the very latest in Simi Valley tonight. I'm Rachel Menitoff. I'll send it back to both of you in studio.
Rachel, thank you. Elsewhere, 2 people have been stabbed inside a mall food court in Carson. This happened just before 2 this afternoon inside the South Bay Pavilion Mall. LA County Sheriff's deputies say a verbal argument escalated into a physical fight, which led to a stabbing. 1 person has been detained. The 2 victims were taken to the hospital. Their conditions still unknown.
And a Koreatown community is coming together tonight to raise money for the family of a 9-year-old boy who was struck and killed by a suspected drunk driver. That young boy was riding a scooter on Thursday night with his teenage brother, who survived that collision and is recovering tonight in the hospital.
Carlos Cesedo is live in Koreatown with more tonight. Hi, Carlos.
We're Karine, good evening. As you can see, there's a growing memorial behind me here at the site of the crash. Tonight, community members gathered for a candlelight vigil to pay their respects. They also came here to help raise funds for the grieving family. A community coming together amid tragedy. Residents in this Koreatown neighborhood were dealt a heavy blow last week. 2 brothers were struck by a speeding RV while riding an e-scooter outside their home near the intersection of South New Hampshire Avenue and 4th Street. 9-year-old Nadir Gavareta was killed.
He was a really sweet boy, and he liked to study, and he was very friendly.
The boy's uncle tells me the parents are inconsolable. Their 19-year-old son, Carlos, remains hospitalized but is in stable condition.
The parents, they feel sorry to not be here to, personally thanking all these people, because, they have to going up and down to the hospital too.
Volunteers have been collecting donations near a memorial site for Nadir. Community members want to make sure the child gets a proper burial. They're also raising funds for hospital costs.
We're right here helping out the family, and we're really blessed.
Friends, neighbors, and strangers have been stopping by to show their support.
It's good to be out here doing something in response to the really terrible thing that happened, and I'm not sure what else to do, but to at least be here. Everybody, you can see everybody in the community is coming out helping, donating food.
Local catering groups, including Emmanuel Kosher Catering, volunteered their time and supplies to sell crepes.
The company is bringing everything, yes, and they did the donation and they paid everything to the crepes.
The man behind the wheel was identified as 46-year-old Jimmy Pittman. He was seen taking a breathalyzer test shortly after the crash and now faces murder charges. The family is seeking justice.
It's kind of hard, like to think about it, all that happened. So there's no words to thank all these people who are supporting us.
Now, volunteers will be out here for the next 2 nights accepting donations. There's also a GoFundMe page. You can find the link by heading over to Ktladt.com. Reporting live in Koreatown, Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Carlos, thanks so much. 3 people were injured when a suspected DUI driver hit a woman and several parked vehicles on Canterbury Drive in Culver City this afternoon. Police say the woman was outside her car when the suspect crashed into her, as well as the car. She was taken to the hospital in an unknown condition. Police say a man and child inside that car were also injured and taken to the hospital. Neighbors say several people rushed to the scene moments after the crash.
The guy was drunk at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then he starts screaming at some of the people that were taking videos of him. This is a residential. Everybody's walking their dog. There's a lot of children around. We put up speed bumps so that people would go slower.
Police say the suspect received medical treatment and is being booked on suspicion of DUI. Culver City Police are asking the public to share with them any additional footage of the crash.
In other news tonight, rapper Soulja Boy, he was arrested this morning on a weapons charge during a traffic stop in the Fairfax district. The LAPD pulled over the vehicle near Melrose and Genesee around 2:30, and they say they found a gun inside the car. Now, Soulja Boy, whose real name is DeAndre Cortez Way, was a passenger in that vehicle, but was later arrested on suspicion of being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. Police, though, aren't saying what prompted that traffic stop.
Eric Menendez is back behind bars tonight after being rushed to the hospital last month with kidney stones. His daughter shared the update on social media, saying the 54-year-old is now preparing for the upcoming parole hearing with his brother Lyle. That's later this month. Earlier this year, the brothers were resentenced to 50 years to life in prison for the 1989 murder of their parents, and that ruling made them eligible for parole. Governor Gavin Newsom said recently on his podcast that he may make a decision on their clemency appeal before Labor Day.
Mr. Carlson, Mr. Travis is here to see you. Travis. I don't know. He claims to be the new program director.
Lonnie Anderson, best known for her role as this witty receptionist on the hit TV comedy WKRP in Cincinnati, has died at the age of 79 and just days before her 80th birthday. According to her longtime publicist, Anderson died at a hospital right here in Los Angeles following a prolonged illness. Anderson married actor Burt Reynolds not long after WKRP ended, and the two share a son. Anderson was nominated for Emmy career. Tonight, actress Barbara Eden is remembering Anderson as a dear friend. And Morgan Fairchild also sharing a post where she remembered Anderson as, quote, the sweetest, most gracious lady. Anderson survived by her husband and 2 adults.
All right, I hope everyone enjoyed the weekend. The heat returns next week, Kai, as well as some concerns about fire danger.
Yeah, on in both of those issues. Exactly right, Karine. I mean, we've got a live look. That was, of course, hunting each and here the U.S. Open finishing up the competition today. And now